right, welcome everyone to East Long Meadow's first home meet of the season versus Chicopee Comp. I will be your announcer, Jacob Stroman, with Jamie and Adams on the camera. First match of the night will be a double forfeit at 106 pounds. The East Long Meadow 106 pounder will be bumping up to 113 to wrestle the Chicopee Comp wrestler. East Long Meadow wrestler is sophomore Aidan Baxter. Aiden had a pretty good freshman season last year, and he's hoping to improve on it this year. Collar tie, reaching for singles. Oops, seems to be a problem with the headgear. Keep wrestling. Chicopee Comp shoots on a double. Aiden sprawls. Throws the headlock, gets to his back. He's got him on his back. 5-point move here. Trying to stick him. And there will be a bloody nose. Blood time. The wrestlers allowed 5 minutes of blood time. Don't think they're going to need that much. All right, and we're back to the action with the Chicopee Comp wrestler starting down with Aidan Baxter on top with a 5-0 lead. Trying to hit away. Baxter brings him back down. Baxter going for a cradle, trying to get a head across. Doing a good job keeping pressure on top of the Chicopee wrestler. Baxter's got hand control, fighting for a half. Again, doing a good job keeping the pressure on. Very hard to get up for the Chicopee Comp wrestler. We put all their weight on him. Oh, Baxter has a cradle locked up. Baxter's got a cradle locked up. He's got back points. Could be in trouble here for Chicopee. Short time on the mat. Baxter trying to finish the match early. First period. He's going to put his knee in the side, head in the temple. And that'll be the end of the first. Scores 8-0 Baxter. Chicopee takes neutral. For you those who don't know, 3 periods in wrestling, 2-2-2. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. First period, both wrestlers start neutral. Second period, wrestler gets a choice whether to stop top, bottom, or neutral. And then the next period, other wrestlers get to choose. Chicopee has a nice double leg. Aiden sprawls. He goes through his back. Oh, he throws him. Hips up. And beautiful hips allows Baxter to end up on top of a funky situation. Both wrestlers go out of bounds. We'll start fresh. Score is now 12-0. Baxter needs 3 more points for a 10-0. My apologies. Again, Baxter keeping good on top. Baxter's riding a little high. He's got to be careful. Throwing some boots in. He's riding high, riding high. He's got to be careful. Baxter trying to keep his hips up. Hey, he settles back nicely. Baxter needs to go for a crossface here. Maybe go for a power half. Oh, brings it back. Still needs a 45-degree angle to get back points. No, wasn't quite there on that one. Controlling the wrestler from Chicopee. Riding very tough. Needs to stay behind. 7 seconds left in the period. That'll end the second period with the score 10-0 in favor of Baxter. Baxter chooses top in the third. Why not? He's been dominating on top. He goes for the big throw. Right to his back points. Baxter trying to ride tough, Puts in the Saturday night. Baxter's got back points. He keeps his hips up. Oh, Baxter has good hip position now. Has a chance to finish the match. Third period, this could be big points. Could be big points in the period. Could be big points. Baxter got to lift the head and squeeze. Chicopee wrestler fighting hard on the bottom. Baxter determined not to let him up though. There it is. Baxter struggling to lift the wrestler's head from Chicopee's head. He needs to readjust and bring his chest on chest. Impressive way to fight off his back from the Chicopee wrestler. Very tough situation to be in for over a minute. Score is now 13-0 in favor of Baxter. Couple more back points, maybe. No. One. And Baxter will win this match by a technical fall, 15-0 after those back points. For those who don't know, technical fall is 15 points or higher. We'll be right back with the next match. Welcome back. Next wrestler would be Benjamin Podmore. Ben Podmore is a senior. He was ranked second in Western Mass last season. Hopefully coming for first place this year. Start off the season right. This is 126 pounds. There's a double forfeit at 120. Podmore is a very experienced wrestler, and we'll see how he starts off the season tonight. Podmore going for head control. Oh, beautiful ankle pick by Ben Podmore. That was slick. Get a ride tough on top. Young Chicopee wrestler. Podmore's got a 2-on-1. Needs to get off his knees and put the weight on him. Ben Podmore gets a 2-on-1 again, trying to bring it underneath for the claw. Needs to switch his hands. Trying to drive for a butcher. Needs to suck him back. "30 seconds left in the period. Podmore is riding tough on top with a 2-0 lead. Keeping busy. He sucks him back. Very nice back points. Beautiful move by Ben Podmore with the suck back from the sit out from the Chicopee wrestler. Needs to squeeze his head and bring his shoulders to the mat. Right now his shoulders aren't on the mat, but he will get 3 back points for that. And he'll put him right to his back again, trying to stick him right there with short time. And he sticks him with 2 seconds left on the clock. Very nice start to the season. A very nice pin for Ben Podmore, 120 of Spring of East Long Meadow. Next match will be at 132 pounds. And this will be Ben Podmore's brother, Jake Podmore. And yes, they are twins at 132. Jake Podmore also had a very good season last year, placing, I believe, 7th in the state. Collar tie position for both wrestlers. Neither wrestler really has an advantage here. Breaks out of it. Head taps and Podmore. He's controlling the tie up from the inside control. A little half shot to a single. Didn't really work out. Podmore staying in good position. Chicopee wrestler shoots a single, sprawled by Podmore, and both wrestlers out of bounds. Nice wizard by Podmore. Another sprawl, and Podmore with a lat drop right to the kid's back. He pancaked him. He has a chance for the stick in the first period. Needs to keep that arm through and turk the leg. Power half, right, trying to pull him over, lifting up his leg. There it is. Very nice, and he has got him on his back with a half Nelson. Needs to get chest to chest. Has a chance to finish this with a lot of time left in the first period. Needs to settle back. A lot of time left for Podmore to finish this match in the first. Needs to get chest on chest, bring his head back, lift his head up. Chicopee wrestler needs to know where he is. 10 seconds left in the period. Lift his head, crank his head. Oh, and the Chicopee wrestler makes it out of the first period. Podmore ahead, 5-0. We might have a little blood time here. And we have blood time for the Podmore. It's usually Ben that's bleeding, not Jake. We're back. Podmore has choice in the second period. Podmore chooses neutral to start the second. Another 2 minutes on the board. See what he can do with it. He's controlled the ties. Set the Chicopee wrestler up for a takedown. Takedown is 2 points. Podmore in a collar tie needs to get out of that position and snap someone's head down or set up for a shot. Shot by the Chicopee wrestler, needs to reshoot. Nice shot. Nice shot, big double for Jake Podmore with the 2-point takedown. Very nice technique there, bringing him away from his head to the mat. 7-0 lead for Podmore. Again, Spartans are riding tough on top tonight. They hadn't had a Chicopee wrestler escape on them yet. Jake Podmore trying to lift the leg, go for a Turk. He said he tries to bring out the arm for a bar. There you go. He brings it over, tries to go for a half, and the Chicopee wrestler escapes. Scores now 7-1. 25 seconds left in the second period. Podmore tapping the head, trying to find an open, and finds a beautiful high crotch right to the wrestler's back. Has another short time to finish the match, short time in the period. Saturday Night Ride, he goes over to his back. Short time on the mat. 2. That'll end the period. Scary moment here. Podmore let his hips get too low and let the Chicopee wrestler reverse him to his back. Early season jitters, maybe. Score's now 10-3 in favor of Podmore of East Long Meadow. Podmore needs to do here is just stick to the basics, get another double leg, take him down, ride him out. Try to stick him in the third. Both wrestlers kind of coming out of their stances a little bit. Podmore goes out of bounds. Podmore with a nice shot, high crotch in. He doesn't know, kind of just flips him around. 2 points. Never quite seen it done like that, but it works. Podmore now up 12-3. Podmore keeping his weight on top of the Chicopee wrestler, trying to fix for a bar arm. Get a stalling call on bottom. Bottom wrestler has to move and improve position. Podmore trying to throw a boot in. Both wrestlers out of bounds. Restart in the middle. 40 seconds left in the match. Scores 12-3. It's a caution on Podmore. He can't come on like that. Again, Chicopee wrestler is flattened out. He has to keep that legal. He's trying to walk, needs to run it. Short time on the mat. Podmore looks like he will coast to a finish here. Trying to turn the Chicopee wrestler to his back. The last 10 seconds, maybe. Nope. And that'll be the match. Winner, Jake Podmore with the score of 12-3. So 138 pounds forfeit for East Long Meadow. Chicopee wrestler has an easy night. $145 will also be a forfeit for East Long Meadow. Nope, never mind. We will have a match right now. Wrestling for East Long Meadow will be junior Mike Santamaria.
Don't give him nothing, take what he gives you.
And we begin the match. Mike Santamaria, junior East Long Meadow wrestling team. Both wrestlers in collar tie, swinging around a little bit. Nice head taps from Santamaria. Santamaria goes for a Russian, can't quite get it. Makes that staying in good stance. Moving back to the center of the mat. Chicopee wrestler goes for a single leg, trying to pull it in. Can't quite do it. Mike sprawls away. Both locked in a collar tie. Really no advantage for either wrestler right here. Stand heavy on each other's heads. Chicopee wrestler ducks around. Mike trying to throw for a headlock. Chicopee wrestler might slip out. Go for 2 points for the Chicopee wrestler. Takedown. Chicopee wrestler has a bar arm trying to walk over Mike Santamaria's head. This move is very painful, ladies and gentlemen. It's very tough to fight. Mike's doing a good job. He's trying to stay off his back. He's caught on his back. He needs to fight away. These are tight turns. Short time on the mat. 10 seconds left in the period. He can fight through this. He has a chance to go to the second period. Santamaria is stuck with 1 second left on the clock. Tough match for the youngster, but hey, it was a very good effort. £152. Spartans will be forfeiting to Chicopee Comp's Jason Vargas. Vargas is upset, which everyone wants to wrestle. £160. We have sophomore Aidan Kennedy for East Long Meadow. Chicopee wrestler bobbing and weaving a little bit. Aidan staying composed. Both wrestlers collar tie, shrugs one off. Baxter tapping head. Baxter with a nice double leg. Trying to drive, finish through. Needs to pick it up. 2! Baxter with a nice double leg. 2-on-1 wrist control on the top. Needs to drive the kid, flatten him out, break his base. Baxter with a half. Baxter with a half, has him stuck on his back. Needs to readjust. Chicopee wrestler 1 escape. The score is going to be 4-1 after that. Nice move by Baxter to put the wrestler on his back. Chicopee wrestler just walking into Aidan back. Nice high crotch to a double leg by 2 points. Score is now 6-1 in favor of Kennedy. Kennedy throws in a half. Needs to keep a weight on top. Chest to chest, not let the other wrestler roll through. Does it again. Outside, needs to bring him inside for the red to count. Baxter starts. Kennedy starts on top. And that'll be the end of the first. Score is 8-1 in favor of Kennedy. Second period, Aidan chooses neutral. Kennedy doing a good job staying composed with the very funky head bobby style of the Chicopee wrestler. Baxter sprawls, ends up on top with the half shot from the Chicopee wrestler. Scores 10-1. Minute 15 left in the second period. My apologies. Aiden has a wrist, needs to keep it in. Aiden brings him back to the center of the mat. Stuffing his head in the mat. Goes for a half. Bands it.
Stand up with it. Stand up with that.
Aiden goes for a tilt. A little cheap tilt. No points awarded. Chicopee wrestler goes for a Granby. Nice job following by Aiden. 1 point for the Chicopee wrestler with the escape. Score is now 10-2. Aiden wants to get another takedown here in the next 20 seconds. Another shot for it back. 2 more points. Score is now 12-2 in favor of Aidan Kennedy with no time left on the clock. Third period will be Chicopee's choice. Score is 14-2 with a cheap tilt at the end, last 3 seconds of the match. Chicopee wrestler chooses top. And Aiden with a beautiful Peterson ends up on top. The score is 16-2 right now. Baxter needs 1 more point for a technical fall. Oh, he loses his hips. He needs to keep his hips up. He can still keep this. Goes right to his back. Aiden going for the cheap tilt. This will be the end of the match. And with that, the score will be 18-2. Technical fall for Aidan Kennedy. Up next, we have Frankie Tita wrestling 170 for East Longmeadow. Frankie and the Chicopee wrestler both staying low in their stances. Good movement at the beginning of the match. Both wrestlers just kind of feeling each other out. Chicopee wrestler shoots a half shot. Look like he's looking for a throw maybe. Frankie goes for a headlock. Out of bounds, no points awarded for either wrestler. Start back in neutral. Chicopee wrestler trying to muscle Frankie. Not really working out for him. Needs to snap his head and reshot. Frankie in a collar tie, snapping his head down. Frankie with a double from far out. Doesn't quite get it. Chicopee wrestler sprawls. Another half shot by the Chicopee wrestler. Heavy hands by Frankie. Ankle pick by the Chicopee comp wrestler. Very nice ankle pick. Short time. A very nice ankle pick by the Chicopee wrestler. Brought his head down and released the head, took the ankle. Be 2-0 going into the second period. Frank can't give that up with 15 seconds left on the clock. Tita chooses down in the second period. Needs to get up and get his one. Get back into this match. Tita with a very nice escape. There's a technical violation, unnecessary roughness against Tita. I don't know if I agree with that call, but it's okay. Frankie and the wrestler from Chicopee going for another ankle pick and another two from an ankle pick on Frankie. Frankie needs to stay composed here. Finish this match strong. Still very close. He needs to get a lip away, hips away, and turn in. Get his one. Hips away, get in, turn his one. Instead, he does some freaky thing with his leg. Frankie starts down again with 1:04 left in the second period. Frankie with no explosion whatsoever. Chicopee wrestler starting to ride tough on top. And no. Frankie tries to reach back. Frankie goes to his back. He's stuck on his back. Chicopee wrestler trying to finish the match. Frankie gives up. £182 will be a forfeit for East Meadow as well. Usual wrestler is Connor Humphreys. I don't think he's wrestling due to a shoulder injury today. Connor, of course, ranked #1 in the state in the preseason rankings, and can't wait to see him wrestle throughout the year. I believe there's one more match left in tonight, and it would be Andy Mataseo of East Meadow wrestling at 190 pounds. 195 pounds. Andy Mataseo, I believe, is a first-year wrestler coming out for the team, and we always love to see new wrestlers come out for the team. East Meadow's trying to keep the wrestling team alive. First duel of the season, we need more wrestlers. So bring your kids out to the youth program if you have a chance. First period. Both wrestlers have each other's hands. Break it apart. And he has control of the other wrestler's wrist. Breaks it apart again. Chicopee wrestler goes, and Mataseo goes to his back. Chicopee wrestler trying to finish. Doing a good job fighting off his back. Tough fought bout. Good first experience. And I believe East Long Meadow will be forfeiting at 220 pounds and heavyweight. And so the winner of the dual meet will be Chicopee Comp. Well, they're going to go do their lineup for shaking hands. Thank you for joining me. I've been Jake Stroman. I've been your announcer with Adam and JD on the cameras. This has been Wrestling East Long Meadow versus Chicopee Comp. Thanks for joining. Bye.